Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Southwest trip in Vietnam. On this trip so far, we have already visited 6 provinces and still have 7 more to go.
So we're going to another province, which is called Hau Giang. And in order to get there, it's only going to take us around 1 hour, or a little bit more than 1 hour, to be on the scooter.
Imagine a place where canals weave through vibrant rice paddies, hence having the nickname the Land of Canals, yet almost forgotten by tourists. Unlike all of our previous destinations, we don't find any of its places suggested online interesting. Hau Giang seriously lacks the presence of tourists and foreigners. So is this province's tourism really that dreary, or are we about to uncover something extraordinary? Join us on a scooter ride heading to this place to find out. Today is day 8 of our trip to the Mekong Delta in Vietnam. After our exhilarating adventure in the municipal city of the region, we're now gearing up for a 48-kilometer scooter ride to the less traveled province of Hau Giang. To be ready for this trip, we first need to grab a bite to eat.
All right, now it is already 12 o'clock, so we better start checking out if we don't want to pay extra. And are we gonna go get lunch?
Yeah, definitely.
I think leave everything first, go grab lunch. That way it's a really quick, easy, and we can also sit down and have a nice meal rather than trying to eat on the scooter.
We got some stinky sauce. I already smell it, and it smells amazing because I know what this entails. It entails something tasty. Okay, so for this platter, we have the grilled pork or meat. We have lettuce, some herbs. So the herbs are fish herbs, peto leaves, basil, and mint. Then we got some bean sprouts, pickled radish and carrots, and I'm pretty sure these are green mangoes. They always make those peanuts look nice somehow. Ours look ugly.
That's why they call themselves restaurants.
True.
Before this trip, we learned that this province has quite a few major tourist spots. Having an area of 1,600 square kilometers and being home to about 1 million Vietnamese, Hau Giang offers various activities such as boat tours, bird watching, and culinary experiences. Sounds amazing, right? Well, we already saw most of these in our prior spots, so there gotta be something else we would like to see here. Considering it's farther away from Saigon but offers kinda similar things to do, no wonder it's a lesser known spot for foreigners. If you're into a place for biodiversity with rich mangrove forests and a variety of flora and fauna, go visit a reserve named Lung Ngọc Hoàng. And if floating markets are your thing, Nga Bay's convergence of 7 rivers creates one of the Mekong Delta's most intriguing market scenes.
Same as usual, awesome scooter rides like this really make our trips much more exhilarating. Though we have yet to see what the final destination looks like, the lush, idyllic landscapes on either side leave us in awe. Endless rice paddies, some of the most beautiful we've seen by far, stretch out before us. This is the reason Hau Giang is a leading rice-producing province in southwest Vietnam. After around 1 hour, we arrived in one of its 2 cities. Gosh, it looks like it's going to rain hard, so we're racing to our chosen hotel quickly. Luck was on our side as it already poured in some areas before we passed, so we could get to the hotel without getting caught.
Alright, so we just made it to another hotel in this province, Hau Giang. So this is actually not even a 1-star hotel, but everything looks really good. It looks like it's just newly built.
It's a really good hotel, and compared to the other ones that we've seen, and the bed seems very comfortable.
Very comfortable, yes. Alright, right now we still have some more bags to take up to this room, so that's what we're gonna do.
Alright.
After a quick nap and some work, we're finally able to venture out into the night around 10 p.m. According to many websites that I read, this city is a spectacle of lights and vibrant nightlife. They have a night market here, but it wasn't lively or anything. It seems quieter than expected, or now's just too late to see anything. Regardless, there's a serene beauty in its quiet streets, a refreshing change from the chaos of urban life.
Bro, we just stopped for like a second. I put on the mosquito cream, but I'm already being swarmed around by the mosquitoes and I got one bite on my ankle already.
A brief ride along the canal leads us to the street side stand, the only spot still open where we could buy some satisfying supper.
Our next morning begins with this can't be more refreshing scooter ride. We're now going along one of the most significant canals of the Mekong Delta called Sanor. This 45-kilometer waterway was dug 120 years ago by the French, coursing through 3 different provinces for transportation and irrigation. Look at how wide this thing is too. I can't even start to imagine how they could pull off the feat of creating this masterpiece. They recently built a pier so the canal can also be used as a major tourist destination where people can come and enjoy a cruise tour. I didn't even bother riding fast because not only was the road so nice, but the surroundings were incredibly amazing. The road we're on now is one of them. After about 50 minutes of a fun-filled scooter ride, we finally got to Du Shang Bamboo Garden. This spot was suggested by the owner of the hotel that we're staying at in the city as a prominent spot among the locals.
Oh my goodness, look at this. So many bamboo trees.
This is crazy.
It's a perfect place for families to come and picnic.
I was literally just gonna say picnic.
The owner of this place only switched to planting bamboo after his unsuccessful sugarcane ventures.
Nice, look at this restaurant. All of it is made of bamboo.
This breathtaking bamboo garden is over 10,000 square meters in size, featuring a concrete path lined with lush green bamboo, offering visitors a peaceful retreat.
I would like to go all the way to the end of this road to see what it looks like.
It's getting narrower and narrower and bumpier and bumpier.
I know, but still. And this is the beauty of riding a scooter to this place, because we get to ride it until there's no way to continue riding.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna head back out and then we're gonna experience whatever other people are experiencing.
This garden has evolved into a popular tourist attraction, especially among young people looking for tranquil and beautiful photo opportunities. Many come here to enjoy local southern Vietnamese cuisine and outdoor activities like barbecue parties.
We're thirsty a little and we want to be perked up a little bit more, so that's why we're gonna go grab some coffee.
More coffee for the coffee bean.
After our coffee time in the bamboo garden, we gave the scooter an oil change while on our way back to the hotel. We also had a chance to say hello to this little guy. As much as we wanted to get there fast,
We had to take shelter. I thought David could ride us fast enough to the hotel because we were only like 5 minutes away.
Only
But
5 minutes away from the hotel, but we couldn't make it. When it rains, it starts pouring down like way too fast for you to actually react or think about the next move.
So if it says 20% chance of rain, they guarantee that 20% of the area will see rain, while the remaining percentage most likely won't. How does that make sense? Like, word it differently so it doesn't mislead people for generations upon generations.
like this, even though this helmet is tight, it still works.
Okay.
So if you try to pull it down direct, it's not gonna fit.
It's gonna mess up with your hair.
Yeah, so take the helmet, go through the back,
Good.
and then down. But this makes the helmet, especially since my helmet's tight, this makes it even tighter. But it works, right?
Right.
So if we're going short distances and I can put up with it, I got my ponytail. And it's not gonna be messed up. Oh, that looks super ugly, but...
Yeah, so this part is a little too higher up. So you need to like pull this part down a little bit to protect your forehead. What's the point of wearing a helmet if it is not protecting your forehead, right?
Maybe you trust your driver so much that you only wear this to make sure you don't get pulled over.
Huh.
This park was a pretty place itself, so we took a quick tour around it too. In the next video, we'll hit up the province of Trang, where we see one of the most crowded convergent points of the river and this beautiful pagoda.
Yeah, feel the music.
Also, if you like our trip to Hau Giang, help support us by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel so you can follow all of our next adventures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.